Alrighty guys, out here listening to the music of Mother Nature. The bugs just whizzing, the birds chirping, and I am at the nature reserve where I also get the blessing to hear the creek flow. So, I've been just kind of hanging out here for a little bit, just chilling. Wanted to just sit here and take some time in to just chill before I picked up my camera and made today's video. I'm glad I was able to get the right weather and timing to make my video out here. I love it every time. So today's video is about something that Adam Sandler said in a movie, and I just saw a clip of it, and it was obsession will beat talent every time. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because the initial concept of it is if you're obsessed with something, you'll beat somebody that's talented at something. And the first thing I want to start by saying is you're comparing you to another person in a way, or to another thing, which you really shouldn't do. But this comparison is comparing, because like that's you really don't want to compare yourself to other people, because we all move at our own pace. But the reason why it's important to understand this quote is because if you take someone who's talented at something versus you take someone who is hardworking and obsessed with something, they're gonna work way harder than somebody who's just talented. You know, there's a lot of, let's say, like naturally talented athletes, but they will have no comparison to someone who is obsessed with that thing that they're naturally talented to. So like there's people who are naturally talented at basketball, but if you take LeBron James, he was obsessed with it. He was working every day, working his ass off in order to be good at this. He probably didn't just pick up a basketball and was naturally talented. And even if he was, there's probably other people out there who are even more naturally talented than him. But they can't keep up with the fact that they're not as hardworking and obsessed with it. So when I like make these videos like this, I'm obsessed with it. When I go to the gym, I'm obsessed with it. I don't even know anymore. I don't even think any of us humans are just naturally talented at things. Now, like there probably are people, if you sit down there and do the statistics and break it down into like people's first time doing certain activities, whatever, you'll probably find out that like genetically and just for whatever reason, some people might be better at things than other people, no matter what it is. And it could be naturally, or I mean like if it is naturally, it's like naturally, but out of all the successful people out there, the people who are obsessed and hardworking over it, it doesn't have a comparison to me. You know, it's like even if you are naturally talented at something, you have to also be obsessed with it in order for you to be the best person, or even compared to the people who are obsessed with it, you know, to start with. So it's more important to be obsessed with something that you love and spend the hours of hard work on it, rather than to worry about the natural talent or even just talented in general. You know, you can be talented at something, and somebody might not be as good as you, but if they're obsessed with it, give it time, and they will outwork you if they want it bad enough, and if they're obsessed with it as they actually are. So I feel like that's kind of an important topic to realize as we're going through our 20s, is find something and become obsessed with it. I am obsessed with making these videos. I'm obsessed at making them a little bit better over time goes, but I'm obsessed with posting. I'm obsessed with going to the gym. Like I literally cannot stop that. There's nothing in my power that could stop that. Even on days I don't like going, I still want to go in a way. It's like when I don't want to go, I have the realization that I have to go even harder. So then I go and I go even harder. So I'm genuinely obsessed with the gym, creating content, and just learning, because the power to learn will give you so many benefits throughout life when you can learn things quickly or just learn things efficiently, you know, because then you can come close to mastering a lot of different things. So thank you guys for watching for day 93, I'm pretty sure, of completing my 20s. It may be 92. I know I said it right at the beginning of the video. I think it's actually 92. Day 92 of completing my video, oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Day 92 of completing my 20s. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the weather out here. I know you guys can hear all the animals out there. But get out there, get you some sun, enjoy life. And another thing I actually also wanted to talk about is understanding the value of life. I could have saved this for another video, but odds are I'll forget about it. But I thought about it today, and it's just really important. I was watching somewhere, it said, like, I can't remember who was talking or about what job they were talking about, but they were saying that, like, if you're in this field, you should spend a year volunteering or working for not community service, hospice service. So you're pretty much surrounded by a ton of people who are about to die. And the reason why this is important to understand at a younger age is to understand how valuable life is. Because I feel like I can speak for a lot of people, and maybe not everybody, but you go through life and you spend a lot of your younger times not really going through debts. You might get one like later on. You know, some people have them early, but if you're watching this, I feel like I can speak for a good amount of people, maybe not everybody, I'm not saying everybody, a good amount of people where you haven't maybe had anybody die close to you, or even really known somebody who's died, you know, like I said, like actually known someone that you've seen multiple times and they've died, you know. And I'm not saying that nobody has ever seen that. I'm sure there's guys out there who have went through this, grandparents or great-grandparents, whatever it is. But I personally know a lot of people around me, I can even speak for them, that have not gone through death. And the reason why this is important is to understand the value of life, especially, again, I know I said this at the beginning, but especially at a young age, because I live every single day like it's my last, because in my mind it could be my last. So I make sure to fulfill the day every day. It keeps me in the present moment while also working towards my future and reflecting on my past. And all those things are important. You don't want to live in the past and you don't want to live in the future. You want to stay present, but you want to learn from your experiences from the past, and you want to work every day to support your future. You know, it's good to have goals and things like that, but don't be thinking about where you're going to be. Think about what you need to do right now in order to get where you need to be. So life is very precious and valuable. I haven't lost anybody recently, but I've had people who have passed in my life, and again, it just makes you realize how important life is and how much you really need to live every day to the fullest. So if you're watching this, please try your best to do that. It will make going through your 20s a lot better. It'll get rid of a lot of feelings that you have that might be upset, and motivate you and discipline you to work harder and be more focused on the benefits of your future by suffering now in a way. For me, I don't consider it suffering. Some people would say that, but I love it. I love the grind, and I love the work I do every day. It gets me nice and tired for bed. Do it again tomorrow, and hopefully it all pays off at some point. If not, I'm enjoying the process as it is, getting to share information with you guys, meet new friends over here. I have a few people who've commented and stuff that I've been keeping in touch with. So I hope all you guys know that anybody who's watching this video is a friend of mine and is part of this community of going through our 20s and just learning experiences together, because this shit isn't easy for any of us, and I feel like we all have a little bit of knowledge we can spread to each other. And I feel like I was gifted in a way to where I can spread this information, and it gives me a little bit of purpose for my life as well, along with going to the gym, working, and doing everything that I like to do. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I know I already said that, but thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe to my channel, please, if this seems like content you might like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.